Red alert, RBT snaps and chats coming to you today on February 2nd, 2025. Man, I'm glad to be alive, like I keep saying every day. In 2025, we thrive, and I'm making God a habit to survive. Today, coming to you with our level 7, it's going to be about turning stress into strength. I have a special guest here with me today. Her name is Imoni Brown.
Yes.
Hello, Imani. How are
Hi,
you?
how are you?
Good. And I have Anthony Allen here to the next to me, my other host. You've seen Anthony before. Give us a call today. We want to talk to you about some things to make stress into strategies or strength. Give us a call at 248-820-5053. We're here at Out of the Mud Inc. with James Mayfield, Greatest Mayfield, and George F. Grundy II. So today, as always, we're going to start today off with one of my poems. I hope you all been enjoying those. I have been enjoying reading them and producing them because I do it all the time. I just want you to know that it's such a good thing to be able to speak freely your heart and your mind and your thoughts and let people know, that they're not alone out here in this world or anything that they do. We're all together. So the poem today is called Wonder Why You Cry. When you have no hope and you are full of sigh, waiting for a handout and never willing to try, wonder why you cry. Have you read a good book? Did you know it has a way of getting your vision to look at things in a different way? Wonder why you cry. Reading is fundamental. It will allow your inner being to comprehend. When you believe in God, there is no need to hide and no need to pretend. Wonder why you cry. We are simply dirt and dust, mixed with bone and flesh, a beautiful creation made by God. Praise Him daily, I truly suggest. His love should not be played like a game with cards, because every day you wait, He gives you the opportunity to beat the odds. Wonder why you cry. Open your eyes and realize His powers and what He has for you. Don't give up. Hold on instead of letting evildoers get in your head. Wonder why you cry? While dragging your feet, continue to misbehave, saying you're better off dead lying in a grave. Knowing God has spared you while you pass the blame, pray that you are favored so that the angels in heaven will sign your name. Time is the essence of faith. Are you all in or looking for an easy escape? Wonder why you cry. You become contempt without investigation. You should not be holding your head down. You should be holding it up and longing for salvation, because you have already conjured up a negative opinion and you are unwilling or scared to just give God a try, and you wonder why you cry. Amen.
Yeah.
So,
It was good.
thank you
It
very
was
much.
deep. I got it. It was deep.
So, today, we're going to be talking about a little things. We might steer a little bit off track as always, but it's going to be for a good cause. This is level 7, turning your stress into strength. First off, Anthony,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to ask you, we've been talking about stress for a few days, through the weeks that we've been on air.
Mm-hmm.
How do you recognize the issues that cause stress?
How do I recognize them? Can you be more specific? Like, what do
Like
you mean?
last week when I was trying to get you here,
Okay.
you recognize that I.
Oh,
How do you recognize it?
I see what you're saying. So, I think um we don't have an actual meter like cars, but when when your anxiety is going up.
Okay,
I get headaches easily,
all
and
right.
so I have
Sometime I
to
do.
avoid that kind of stuff at all costs, or I try to avoid it at all costs. So I feel like my meter is when I feel like a headache is coming on.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so you
So
starting to recognize it that way.
yeah,
That means you
so
need to start calming down or doing something different.
yeah, yeah. And usually when I get a headache, I kind of know the cause. You know
Okay,
what I mean? So that causes me to to fall back and
okay.
go sit in the
How
corner or
about you?
something.
How
Ask
do
me.
you
You
how
know,
do how do you recognize stress? Anything that's causing stress? How do you recognize it?
I feel resistance.
Okay,
Resistance.
from the company you're around, or just
Yep. Resistance. Don't feel flow. It doesn't feel like it's just flowing how it's supposed to.
all right.
Mhm.
I agree with both of you. I really do, because sometimes I get the headaches. Not as much anymore because I'm learning to deal with my stress. And then also with the flow, it's the vibe of people.
Yep.
Sometimes their energy affects my energy,
Yep.
and if it don't mesh or match, I got an issue. And you're
Yep.
right, resistance, you
Yep.
know. And then if I stick around, I'm going to cause myself stress.
Yep.
So those are good answers. And I want to key you all in on something real quick. We're all 3 Aries.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. So our opinions will matter, but we all have different ways to express our opinion about things.
Right.
One other thing I like to share, hope you don't mind. I found out this lovely lady's birthday is the same as mine. We're both on the same day, different times, different areas, but all 3 of us share the same under the sun sign, which I am very happy about that. I love being in the presence of certain people, especially Aries. If you're an Aries out there, give us a call, 248-820-5053. I want to see how you feel about meshing with us today.
Yeah, I don't usually. Can't remember the last time I even knew somebody's sign.
Really?
Y'all vibe off that?
I do.
Zodiac sign?
Sometimes it's the person you meet. Like I can meet somebody and be like, man, he's a Leo or she's a Leo.
No,
It's
I don't know him that. I mean, I ain't that into him.
Okay.
It ain't even, I don't think it's about being into it. I think it's more so about, like she said, the vibe, how you pick up on certain things. You do know that everybody has a chemistry makeup of themselves. It's like reading a book. You're looking at somebody and you're me, I don't know about everybody else, but I read auras. A person's aura. I can tell if you walk in the room if you're a person I really want to talk to or not.
I can vibe with you on that. I can feel that. But I'm saying, when I say I'm not really that into it, like you saying that you could tell they're a Leo. Like I couldn't look at somebody and say, "Oh, that's a Gemini."
I can sense sometimes. See, I can't do it either, and I don't know all signs. But I'm not shocked when someone says, "Oh, I'm an Aries." Like, oh, it's that energy.
Okay.
But if someone says Virgo, I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know much about you." Like, you know, I don't know you for real.
Who's a Virgo?
But it's like I don't know you for real.
My
Like,
daughter's
a
Virgo, and one of my
month is
good friends a
Virgo?
Virgo. August, like the end of August.
Okay.
September, into August, 1st of September.
I can't think of anybody I know whose birthday is around that time.
I never really cared that much about signs, but it's just the more I encounter people, and I'm a people person, when I see what they do and how they act, and I know what their sign is, whether they tell me or act, then I say, okay. Then when I meet somebody else, they have those qualities. Then I'm like, So as the years go on, you build up this tolerance of knowing what people, what a sign would do. And, you know, to me, I'm going to tell you this, that's a little stress in that too. Because sometimes when I'm right, I'm wrong. Because I'll be like, I think you might be a Sagittarius. And they act like one. I think they're one, but then they turn out to be a Taurus. And I'm like, damn, that makes me mad. Like, I thought I knew this.
See, that's why I ain't that good at it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, you know.
Oh, yeah. I'm not 100% good at it, but I will give myself 70%.
Okay.
I've been doing it for a while.
I'm going to give myself 0.
Zero?
Let me rate myself too. I give my about 25, 35.
All right.
Because I won't call it out. See, I'll say, what are you? I'll be like, what are you?
Oh, I call it out. Like, usually, when I first met him, that's one of the first things I commented. I was like, I think you must be an Aries or a Leo. And he was like, I'm an Aries. I said, for real, when's your birthday? And he said it was in April. And I was like, April what? Because I was thinking it was close to mine, but it wasn't. It was your April 3rd. Yep, same as my
So mine is
birthday.
April 3rd. So anybody out there that's listening, if you, I can put my Cash App on the screen or whatever you need.
We're April 19th. We got Cash App too. Where my sign at? Where Georgia? Where my sign?
Yeah, he's taking a break.
All right, well, let's get back focused a little bit because I got some other questions that's going to veer us off.
Okay.
So, when we focus, we recognize the issue that causes stress, and then we focus on the outcome to try to make it better. What happens when the focus of the outcome doesn't get better? What would you do, Imoni? If you know what it is, what's causing the stress, the resistance or what have you, and you're focused on, okay, I'm not going to let that bother me, but something happens and you can't control it.
You know, I really don't know how to answer that one. But I can say that I'm recognizing when situations are occurring, it go back to that flow. If it's not flowing, it is what it is, kind of. Do you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So it's not what if something happened, what's about to go down, and it just don't flow.
And I love that because that's what causes the stress when you people try to figure it out and don't know. Because if you're focused, and my focus says I'm going to do this, and it don't work, if I allow that to stress me out, then I didn't do no good trying to solve my stress.
Yeah, well, you know, it's levels to that too, though. You know what I'm saying? So one of my ways is, I might have to go and just for an example, you might have to have a drink, right? And if you're still stressed out, then you go to the next level. You might have to go to sleep. I found lately going to a quiet place works for me.
Okay.
But if I go to my quiet place and I'm still hearing noise, I got to do something else. So it's just different levels. You know what I'm saying? So you go to the level that causes it to stop.
And that's the next thing, practicing a better constructive behavior. That's what you're doing.
But it's hard to just say that you just on that track because so much stuff. Life, I'm looking at this clock, and in the next 2 or 3 seconds, something could happen. To stuff changes so fast that you have to be ready to adapt. Or stress will consume you.
Exactly. And that's what we want. We want to
stress.
No, we want people to realize that these things, what you're saying, is really what happens.
I was about to say,
and so in order for us to try to control it, we can't control it. But then when you focus on trying to make it better, you're going to stress yourself out when they ain't doing what you wanted to do. That's why I'm saying you practice a better constructive behavior.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. So what we're doing on our this platform is trying to talk with you all about, hey, what do you do? How do you respond to different stressful things? Okay, like last night. Shout out to the GWOAT. Went to the fight last night. It was so awesome.
It was good.
Terralisa, I wish you was here so we could talk about it, but I know you listening and watching. Give us a call. Let us know what your thoughts is, how you feel about that. What was your experience from last night?
About the fight? Mm-hmm. It was just the energy that was in the building. Yes. I mean, I was proud to be a Flintstone last night. I mean,
amen.
When the crowd got to chanting, whoop that trick.
I heard that.
Yeah. I mean, it was last
amazing.
night we all seemed unified.
Yeah.
There were no issues.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, there were some issues. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, don't get that twisted.
What? Well, at least
2 people got put out for something. They didn't get physical, but I think they were having some conversations that got a little out of whack, and but they got removed.
Kicked in.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll be paying attention. I watched my surroundings.
I didn't see any of that.
Well, no, I don't think they made it a big deal, but they just happened to be near the section that I was sitting in. I was in C, and they were in the section that was right off the floor.
So they were
relatively close to where I was, but
okay.
The security got there pretty quick. It was a great event.
It still was a good night though.
Yeah, it was a good
I was
night.
in section G on the floor. A couple people said they saw me and was like, "You look like you was on a mission." I was just trying to stay focused.
Yeah,
I didn't know what was going on. I just wanted to see a good fight, and we did get a good fight.
Great fight.
Yeah, that fight
Very
was
great fight.
Great fight. Went the distance.
You guys were blessed to see it. I was on YouTube. It was wonderful though.
You did.
You did watch it though.
Yeah,
you got a good, but you got a good view from YouTube.
As long as you watched it.
Yeah, real good.
Did you watch the other fights before that?
No.
Man, that one guy fell out the ring. I was just like, he was putting his body on him. He looked like he was drunk.
I didn't understand that fight.
He just kept
he just was laying on him,
body on him,
what is
putting
wrong?
his weight on him to tire him out.
He looked like he was tired.
Man,
and I mean, I hope he's not listening because he's a pretty big fella. But he looked like he had got beat up before the fight started. He was.
I know. And then when they did the weigh-in, I saw him jack that dude up, and they couldn't get his hands off of him.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Man, but while we're talking about that, I know it's a little off track, but we always do this, talk about a lot of things. So we're dealing with the community, and this is what happens, right? I was on Facebook, and one of the people was interacting and saying some stuff. I voiced my own opinion, and then the word that came back from this person was, Flint don't have nothing but dirty water and Clarissa Shields, the GWOAT. And I said, I beg to differ, do your research. And they said, why should I do any research? I'm not interested in that. I said, but that's what people do. They're talking about all the negative, bad things about this city. But this city is what makes a lot of great people. And Anthony just said something earlier. What was that? Won't you tell the public what you just said about that?
I said that everyone that's here is not doing bad, and everyone that has left is not doing good.
And that's true.
It's not a guarantee that because you leave here that you're gonna be successful, and there's no guarantee that because you're here that you're not gonna do well. It's plenty of people around the city of Flint that's doing excellent. I mean, that's doing way better than people in larger cities.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
and they're trying to counter our little city out. And like I said, Flint has fire. Back in the day,
That's that
in order
crab.
to strike, we can get on that. In order to strike and get a fire, you use a flint on a stone, right? We're Flintstones. We push daisies through cracks. It's good people coming. I mean, we got the Durrell brothers. We got Clarissa Shield for show. We got the Savage brothers, Mark Ingram Jr., Glenn Rice, Andre Rison, Terry Crews, Sandra Bernhardt, Chris Bird, Kyle Kuzman, Mo Pete, Charlie Bell, Tony Burton, the guy that played on all the Rocky shows, Lakeisha Jones, American Idol, Bob Eubanks, the Newlywed Game. I mean, there's a variety of different people. Tim Little, Michael Moore, Mantine Cleaves, Robert and Fernando Smith. I mean, you know some people, name them, because that person tried to make me think that all we got is one person. What it is that one person, the GWOAT, has made her reality come true. She her dreams come true. She wanted to fight. She wanted to do these things, and she did the work. She put faith into her works, and it became golden for her. But that doesn't mean that nobody else in our city can do that. And for that person on Facebook to say that that's all we got, they're wrong. They're wrong.
Well, I mean,
And what do you know a lot? You know, anything about sports or the city or people that prospers coming from here?
Flint has been really supportive to me.
Okay.
Like, I'm from Lansing, and when I came here, I understood what community is, and kind of like politics too, but really community.
Okay.
So, and Flint's really, I think about moving sometimes, but I realize a lot of the resources are here and connections.
Mm-hmm. All you got to do is just put the faith to work, apply yourself, and it's a good place to be. I love my city.
I think so.
I'm going to rep my city no matter where I go.
Me too.
I think so.
You know, we might not be the best at all these other things what other people see, but guess what?
Who is, though?
That's right. I was just going to say, you got diversity and problems in every city you go to.
But you guys got some nice culture here, to me.
You mind if I say something?
Sure, go right ahead, George.
Testing. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking about Flint. This is the home of General Motors.
Home of General Motors.
Durant put things together, put people together, Chevy and all them folks, Cadillac. And he was from Flint. Durant was from Flint. Our cultural center that we have with the library and the museums and stuff is one of a kind. Yes. There are no cultural centers like us. We have a planetarium. Our cultural center is a one of one out of the nation.
Okay.
You know, we have Mott Community College, which is one of the top community colleges in the country. We have Kettering, which is in the top 5 engineering schools in the country.
Okay.
We have so many things, so many entrepreneurs that have come out of here. Flint is the microcosm of this country. When it comes to the industrial age, we're the Silicon Valley of the industrial age.
All right.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So for me,
another level.
Anywhere that I've been, nobody been able to out hustle me, outdo anything. It can't be. If you're from Flint, you are a hinge to the door frame. The door don't move without the hinge.
Exactly.
The lock don't mean nothing without the hinge. If you're from Flint, that means that you make things move. You're built different. We right across the street, we have one of the largest philanthropy organizations in the world, which is the Mott Foundation. And we also deal with severe poverty right across the street. So we have a certain mentality. We get all 4 seasons, so we got all 4 pressures, but we learn how to move through those things.
We navigate.
So that's just a little bit. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna digress.
Man, let me ride with you on that.
Go right ahead.
You know, you talk about the 4 seasons. I have a friend of mine that's in Texas right now, and he sends me screenshots of their weather and then a laughing emoji. I started thinking about that the other day. I said, well, you know, I think we have some of the best weather in the country because our summers aren't too hot, and we don't have hurricanes, we don't have tornadoes, and it would be petty, but I'm gonna probably send some laughing emojis the next time they have a storm, and
we don't have earthquakes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a balance. Nobody's weather is, I mean, people used to say California had the best weather, but well, damn, now y'all burning up. Now the whole city burnt down.
Whole state.
the whole, pretty much, and then Florida has hurricanes, and yeah, it's nice to go to Miami for the weather, but there's some times where y'all got storms coming there, and our weather's nice.
But listen to what you're
Exactly.
comparing it to. You comparing this little itty tiny city compared to states.
Okay, well,
we at one point in time we were the per capita, we had the highest pay in the country. Like, if you remember the locals, the unions, we shut down. Remember Peter Jennings and Ted Koppel, and if they mentioned Flint, then that meant the whole world shut down. If we went on strike, everybody went on strike. The whole world, from China to India to everybody. And so we're logistically, like, in this state, we are the most logistically sound city in the state. We're 2 hours away from any major thing, from a port, from a country, from anything in the state and in other states. So logistically, we are $1 trillion city that needs to scale to that. We have the potential to be whatever we choose to be.
Exactly. There's a lot of people here coming out of the mud. We're making it happen. We're living. We're making sacrifices. We're dealing with all this, and on top of that, with some stress, and on top of that, still learning to adapt to a lot of things around. Like Imoni here, she is a founder. I'm sorry.
Imoni, yeah, but that's okay.
Imoni. I'm gonna get it right.
You okay?
Is the founder, CEO of Girls and Boys Tribe. And she's been striving doing that. And she's happy here in the city of Flint. Then we have Anthony Allen here, who's the founder, CEO of the Urban Cafe. He's happy here doing that. I just started doing my Faith Through Poetry LLC. I'm happy here doing that. This is where I'm grounded at. So our city has a lot of power and powerful people. We just need the right directions and avenues and stick together. George had a great idea. We need to start emphasizing on that a lot more. Networking with each other.
Yeah, and then you can't give too much energy to people that with the negative comments and stuff like that, because things may be sour in their life, and so they're gonna try to make things sour for everybody
and
else.
that's exactly what I said. I ended it with a very big smile.
Yeah.
I don't know what you live like in your city or what you're proud of or not proud of, but I'm proud of mine.
I wouldn't even entertain them. I mean,
that's
that can go back and forth, and then
and that's what I wasn't doing. Those were, I'll show you. Those are my last words. I'm not about to entertain this, and I let it be. But I just had to make sure I
need you to repeat that statement you made, because I was switching the screen to put Terralisa's background in, and it froze. So I need you to make that statement about what you said about everybody that's from here isn't doing bad. And
sound like you just did it.
No, but you said it eloquently.
Oh boy. Oh, eloquently. Yeah, we're getting big words in this joint.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I said that everyone who lives here is not doing bad, and everyone who leaves here is not doing good. Now, I'm not saying everybody that leaves is not doing good, but everybody that leave, all of them ain't doing good. And everybody who's here, I mean, this ain't the worst place on earth.
Sure is not.
At all.
If you've done any kind of traveling, you can see that there's some other places.
I'm glad that she does love it, and I love it. You love it. We all love it. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Coming out of the mud.
Here, so I'm...
Right. Let's get one more question in before we had to try to end our day here. So
it's a short day.
Yeah, we can keep going. Our guest is on the...
Oh, is she on the clock?
Yeah. Oh, well, while we talking about that, no, we good though. Okay. I gotta put these out here, y'all. Y'all know, letters to my Lord, telling you it's powerful. I was just told the other day that by one lady that I know, very special lady I know. She said that this is a very good read for her, and she loved it. I know this one was good because I still read this one. It helps me out through my day with different stuff inside. And this one here, just, something to get me starting, just a few little things that I say, but it still factors in and makes a difference. So make sure you grab yours. February 15th, I'm having a book signing over at the, what is it called? The 601.
Should be Urban Cafe.
I don't know why I can't remember why my cousin, because she works over there.
Yeah, that's what she with you.
But I don't mean anything. We can still do something because I still want to, I'm going to let it know right now. Jazz and poetry. It's gonna be the next thing we're gonna be doing here.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to make it happen. If you got some poets out there, give me a call, 248-820-5053, coming from Out of the Mud, Inc., George F. Grundy II, and James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield, making it happen for us on this platform today. But again, that jazz and poetry, we got the Galentine's event going on February 15th, and we're going to look, let's say, real soon, March.
Let's do something this month for Black History.
You know what?
I'm with that.
That's what I'm talking
You
about.
ain't gotta you have to plan long in advance when you don't have things lined up. But we got stuff lined up.
We got stuff
We
lined
could have
up.
something tonight if we wanted to.
That's good.
Hey, don't make me forget the writing and stuff.
And that's how we do it in Flint.
Can we make
That's how we do it in Flint.
Yeah, we make stuff happen.
Possible statements since it's
Yeah.
Black History Month.
Go right ahead.
Maybe
That's
how
what
we can
come on.
actually maybe
Let it out, Imoni.
talk together or work together a little
Yeah.
more. Okay, so I'm noticing for us as a people, I'm not talking about any other race. I'm talking about us.
All right.
Because we the ones losing the race at the moment.
Okay.
And I noticed, like what you said back to him, that we have a lot of good ideas, but brown people, we don't understand business to the core, and we're pretending like we understand it. But it's evident because it takes a community. So that's number one.
Number one.
So I guess I'm kind of tired of people playing business, but I know you don't know it because I can tell you don't got no community or you're not serving the community. So that's like number one for Black History Month.
Okay.
Can we
That was very
please
smart.
understand that success and wealth is family? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the first. So like all the we see those white, not white, I don't mean to say white, but we see those other families like what's their name? Megan and who? What's that family? Megan, she's married to a prince. It's Princess Diana.
Meghan Markle?
Yeah, but it's Princess Diana's son. That's family. Do you know what I'm saying? It's right in our face. It's family.
Mhm.
That's what's different. They standing sturdy in family.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So it's like that's the key component is number one, men and women, Black community. That should be your giving is a man and woman. Boom. That's your first. Like that's your first.
Okay.
So it's almost like we came to a point as Black people that we think we're okay separately, but that's not the name of the game. And we're trying to change the rules. That's not the name of the game. You
I like
want
that.
to come together. That's number one. So I'm just saying for men and women, you want to be successful, you got to come together. Like we have to stop playing each other like that. Like it's an option because other races, that's not an option for them.
I know.
But brown folks are making it an option if we want to be with so-and-so. So that's just number one for Black history is that we need to stop playing.
Yeah. And I really agree with that statement. And I know you're absolutely right. This is the month that it's the shortest month of the year. But of course, we can make the best of every day of this month for Black history.
And actually make true change and stop talking about it.
So, Imoni, I know my cousin Mika will be involved. I'm sure Charlisa, you, me.
Yep.
You know, George said he'll be there.
Yep.
We're gonna do something this month, y'all.
Working together.
That's
together.
what
that's what the other cultures do. So it's like Black History Month. We actually have to work together. We say that, but it starts from the core of things. You know
and I'm a doer.
Yep.
I'm a doer. I like, like he said, him and I talked about this our last couple times encountering each other. We talked about it. And what better way to do it than in Black History Month?
Yeah, let's get it started.
All right.
Have a breakdown. What does your organization do? Go and say it again.
Well, Girls and Boys Tribe, it's a child care, early education and care. We have pre-K coming soon. We're working on that classroom. I would say that my child care is different because I'm kind of what I'm describing to both of you is that I look at our kids as seeds. We're seeds, So my kids at the child care is seeds. So we're pouring different things into them. You know what I'm saying? We treat it's different. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to explain it, but
no, you're doing a great job.
How many children?
I got 20 something.
And how many?
But we really don't promote. Do you know what I'm saying? Really don't promote.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, really don't
how many,
promote. And I've just opened. This is my 7th month. It's doing good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's doing good. Working things. It's hard. Don't get me wrong, but our foundation is sturdy. We love them kids. They well treated.
And
good.
I'm for one. I always say kids have a voice.
Yeah, for sure.
We need to figure out a way to allow them to express themselves because they're gonna be. That's our future.
Yeah. We have some community partners. Form Our Nature Center. They come out every Thursday. Flint Institute of Music. They do music therapy. The local grocer just started supplying our food, so we eat good.
Amen.
So we eating good.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's
so
what's up. You keep
Where
on,
are you located?
girl.
Bristol, 1095 East Bristol.
That's Bristol and what?
You know what? Don't
What's
get me
the cross
lying.
street?
It's by Baker College is one way, and then Kroger is one way. We kind of sitting at Plaza by Double Dragon. which is a nice karate school. They teach
Yeah,
karate.
I know what that's at.
Yeah,
I work.
they real
You're
good.
in the plaza on the north side of Bristol Road.
Probably so. Look, it's only because I'm not from here all the way, so I
Look,
just
I
be
ain't good
knowing
with directions anyway, and I'm
landmarks.
from here.
Well, you know,
Right
okay.
next to the Little Caesars.
Exactly that. We
Okay.
got some
And
on
the
the way
tax
here.
place.
Yep, that's us.
And
the
by
clothing
taxes,
spot.
Yep.
Yep.
Jag the
Alright.
haberdasher.
Yep.
Is
I
that
think-
where haberdasher is?
It might
Yeah.
be. I don't remember.
Okay.
He
that.
not downtown no
Okay.
more.
Downtown.
What? Oh no, that was Hats by Jake. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't heard that
That was
since in a minute.
Nice little plug you just gave, Hats by Jake. But
I used to
anyway,
buy my hats there.
you're across from the tax place. Are you in the plaza across from the tax place, or you're on the same side as the tax
It might
place?
be a tax place across the street. Something.
Okay.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
a little bit further, but she right next to that Little Caesars. So you got the Little Caesars,
Yep.
then that strip mall,
Yep.
and then
We
you
right
got
I know
next-
exactly
the
where you
old
are.
radio
Yeah.
station.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you are.
So that's kind of
How do they contact you? How do people get in touch with you? They just
can
looking
call
at
us,
you.
810-358-7841. Girls and Boys Tribe. I think we on Google.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we're nature based. That's my background, agriculture. So it's like nature based. That's my thing.
Wild tiger. I love trees.
What does that mean? You're nature based.
Meaning, I think the foundation is nature. So a lot of like our color scheme, you're not gonna walk in and see blue, yellow, green. The primary colors you're gonna see earth tones, butterflies, animals.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Nature
saying?
based.
Nature based.
What?
Get back to our roots.
What age children?
We're taking infants right now to age 12. And we actually have some older kids that come from time to time.
And,
wow.
And is the infant as far as like you go from newborn to?
Yeah.
Okay.
And our slogan, and that's what it goes back to, that is it takes a village, Girls and Boys Tribe. So I think we bridge the gap in a lot of ways.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, for our families.
Yeah, that's what's up. Are you one of the what do you guys call? You're not a care.
We call ourselves at my child care agriculturalist. That's AKA teachers. But agriculturalist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you actually work in
I'm the
too?
Tyler. Yep.
Okay.
The Tylers.
That's
yep.
right.
Is
That's
it
I think we have Marjorie Childress. I don't know if you know her, but she came over. She teaches 4-year-olds.
Marjorie?
Yeah, Marjorie.
Yeah, I know her.
Yep, she sings.
Yeah, she has a beautiful voice. She was on my show a few times. Doing her song. We did on her birthday, December 1st, we had a little mini concert here with her, and man, she blew this station out. We've had live audience. It was really nice. Hey Marjorie, if you out there, what's up, girl?
Hey.
Miss you. But yeah, thanks for introducing us. But we have a good time every time, because what we're talking about is positive things for our community, positive things for our culture of people, positive things for our culture of business, right? So the more and more we intertwine with each other and get to know each other, we all know every level there's a devil with stress. We know that. But we're figuring out ways to get through it. If you got some answers or questions, give us a call, 248-820-5053. We love to hear from you. I see a couple of y'all out there.
Yeah, we had some people say some stuff.
Go ahead.
GP said, yes, a great fight. IMA. Have to go back, try and see you. So GP said that. And then Tamika said, family is everything. And she also said, I love the agricultural aspect. Do you teach the kids to grow fruits and vegetables?
Yep. Tell her you know it. Yep, definitely we do.
Right.
I'm being for real too. I'm serious.
No, that's what we need.
You have gardens and
I miss my grandmother teaching
producing
us
the
that.
food, dropping the seeds. And again, I'm not trying to spin it.
No,
but I'm serious for Black History Month is that we have to see ourselves before what we were told about ourselves.
That's
Do you get
right.
what I'm saying? We're still carrying
on. You said
on.
something powerful when we first spoke, and I wrote it down. It was in my other notes. You were talking about kind of what you just said, how we see ourselves, how the world sees us, or from another culture looks at us differently.
We have to see our true selves. Who were we before? Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't want to dive too deep, but we're still looking at each other from the lens of the other people. Do you get what I'm saying? Even how we love on one another. Those are our true attributes. That's not us.
That's right.
So that's why nothing's working. Do you know what I'm saying? Even with I see a lot of people talking about relationships, love. It's still not giving it's not resonating because we're not looking at each other to come together to high vibe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So that's all I'm saying for Black History. If we could come together. No.
Yeah, no, I do. Okay. I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay. I don't want to get too deep. But I'm just saying for
this is what we do.
For us to really make a change. Like,
I'm tired that's why you're here. We wanted to hear your voice. I told you this is not just because my levels is what I'm talking about. Everything that I talk about, it ain't always got to be stressful. I deviate from that all the time. It's life, children, working, the class of people that we are, the vibe that we have. These are the things that I live for. You know, I got grandbabies that I want to be able to be prosperous in the world and do more than what I've been able to accomplish too. So I got to pave the way, like Martin Luther King did for all of us, and a couple other activists. What they did for us, they paved the way for us to do the things that we're doing right now.
Just loving each other. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just think we're treating each other like we saw. We're not diving back. You know what I'm saying? We're not going far back enough. Like, I see how we interact with each other. We're always writing each other off quick. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, brown people are always like, oh, I'm done with you. You made a mistake. I'm done with you. Other cultures aren't like that. And that's how we were treated, and we're still projecting. Do you get what I'm saying? We're free, but we're not free. It's still the same. You know, it's just different circumstances. So I'm just saying, for Black History Month, we have to really open our eyes and we have to go back to the foundation of family. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And just loving each other. Like, just loving each other and seeing men and women, our culture, before how they were treating us, or how we, do you know what I'm saying? We were seeing the families love one another, but not necessarily how those, I don't want to go too deep, but we're just looking at each other when we're enslaved, how they looked at us. We're not looking at each other how we were prior. Do you know what I'm saying? Enslaved. We're just not.
Because we're all free kings and queens. The world and its society and all of the unessential damages that have been done to our people or done to our culture or our generation has affected us as the adults that we are. You know, each of us had a grandmother that taught us something. I still live by what my grandmother taught me, but somebody else may say, well, why are you doing it? That's such a, you know, such a mindful thing to do. You know, I'm going to do it this way. Well, you know what? My grandmother was 2 seconds from being a slave, you know, and her mother was. I got pictures of. I should have brought it. But the thing is, we learn a culture, we learn as the people, and if we don't love each other and become family with each other, it's hard to break the cycles.
We're trying to rewrite it, and we can't. We gotta stop playing.
Yeah. And I hope this carries on, you know, for more than just February. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because the climate that we're in with this new administration in DC, we need each other now more than ever before. You know what I'm saying? So this should be this should be the alley-oop for us, that, you know, we got to come together. We could be some beasts.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm saying, if we put it together, if
right
we
here,
actually got together and laid the groundwork and really put in work, stop hating on each other, stop being crabs, stop pulling each other down all the time, and lift each other up. You know, there's no telling where we could be, you know, but it's got to be more than just February.
For sure.
It's got to be more than just February.
To make a true change.
Break the cycle, make a change.
Just for our people, for us, for our kids.
Yes.
I heard
for the future of our kids.
A lady I seen on another podcast was saying people have white privilege because they're making their people privileged. We can do that for one another. Like how you're pulling me up. Like, I want to know where your cafe is. What's on your menu? Because I'm serious. Can I shop with you? So I think those are some of the key components of just,
that's right.
Like, it's Black History Month.
I want to say something else. So have you all heard about the proclamation that was made for Black History Month, the National Black History Month 2025 proclamation that this administration did? So I'm looking at the whitehouse.gov. And there's a proclamation for the month of February in Black History Month. So it is now a federally recognized month. So I don't know what that means to anybody, good, bad, or indifferent, what that actually means in the big totality of things. But there's recognition on that. And it is on the website on whitehouse.gov.
Oh, wow. I'm not into politics that much like that.
You're going to judge me because I think it means nothing.
I don't.
Till we recognize ourselves. I think none of it means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest with
I'm with the recognizing of ourselves. I'm with the empowering each other, uplifting each other, bringing prosperity to us.
Because that's the wealth. That's where wealth is. That's what wealth.
I always say I'd rather be rich in love than in money.
I'll take both.
I mean,
I'll take both.
I would take both too, but I'm just saying, if I had the choice, I'd rather love my family and have them love me than just have a bunch of money with no love.
Right.
That's what I mean. I should say that. Right. Because I do. Everybody need money. That's currency. It's a tool. currency, the
Working
tool to
together,
use.
you know, just really working together.
Well,
Going
all
off of
right.
that too, with all you all
You
said,
okay? You okay?
with all you all said, I believe that goes along with level 7, turning stress into strength, because of everything that we come through, 400 plus years,
Yes.
and then Jim Crowisms and all that other stuff, and now dealing with Flint specifically, a water crisis, being poisoned 10 times worse than toxic waste, and we still here.
Yes.
Legionnaires,
Mhm.
a lawsuit that hasn't been settled yet, 11 years deep into this thing, and we're still thriving, striving, and growing, and not allowing people to gentrify us out of our community, based on those things, and leveraging everything that we can in order to empower ourselves to do more and to compete, even though we don't have the same equipment to compete with.
That was awesome.
Good. Yeah, that was good.
Well said.
Yeah,
well said.
Good.
And I do appreciate that, because in the day and age that we're living in right now, with our democracy and with the politics and all this stuff, everybody's afraid of the unknown. Although some of the unknown things have been presented to us and put in our face, just like looking at people through hourglasses or binoculars.
Yep.
When you're looking, you're looking through and past. You're not really looking at what the situation is or trying to make it better. All you're doing is overlooking things. I don't think we need to overlook anymore. And I don't think we need 1 month to define what we need to do as a culture of people. I think every day that we do anything, we should do it for us.
Right.
Going forward. Yeah, February is just a kickstart.
Yeah,
So.
Everybody, let's make February 2025 a kickstart to either get your businesses going, interact with another business, do something to bring prosperity to your family, and your family meaning everybody that looks like you.
Yeah, and then like you said earlier about eating, I mean, if we come together, we could all eat good. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key to wealth, community.
Yeah.
That's why I like Flint, because it's the community. It's resources. Resources is really money. It's money. You need each other.
Do you feel like you didn't have that type of vibe in Lansing?
Not at all.
Perfect.
Not at all.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
See,
come on.
this is a perfect thing about people thinking Flint is bad. To some people,
we just said.
Some people are coming to Flint and this is part of the stepping stones. You know what I'm saying? It ain't everything here ain't going down here.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? This is a upgrade for us.
Yeah.
Not saying that Flint is an upgrade from Lansing, but I'm just talking about from your environment.
But it is though.
Yeah, well, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It is.
There you go.
It is. Honestly, it is. The community here is different. You guys are more. It's like a seasoned, down to earth vibe. Some people say that it's politics here and stuff be off, but I haven't really experienced that. Don't get me wrong. You get sometimes you get people talk their stuff or whatever, but whatever, that's normal. It's a lot of community. It's a lot of community connections. If you looking for something, and once you get tied in, you straight.
I want to go on something else. So one major thing that I forgot about our history is that when it comes, you guys know what redlining is, right?
Red light, like somebody redlining.
Redlining. So it's when you go. It's dealing with housing, dealing with real estate. So in the time during redlining, when it was very in your face, you go to the bank, you might make the same thing that your counterparts make, but they say, well, because it's in this address or because you're black, you can't purchase this home. So Flint is the place where redlining was kicked in the chest and said, if we make the money and we do what we do to earn our right, then you're going to give us the right to live wherever we want to. So every black person in this country, every minority in this country, Asian, Arab, anything that's outside of white, they can live where they want to because of black folks from Flint. Redlining was punched in the face because of Flint, because of the sit downs in downtown Flint City Hall.
That's interesting for Black history.
Y'all gonna do right by us because our money green just like everybody else. Also, we got some people commenting saying that preach. We need to rebuild our village up the way our ancestors did, and that was to you. And then big ups to you for putting on for the city. God is going to bless you. It's okay to go deep. We need these conversations amongst ourselves.
Yes, we do.
And then somebody said, "That's right, George." So I guess I said something.
Come on,
a little shameless.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah,
Come on. Good vibes, good energy.
But this is what we need.
They said it too.
Come on, y'all. Get on that line. Hit us up. Let us know what you're thinking. 248-820-5053 Out of the Mud Inc. Putting it on for us. This platform is awesome. They're over a year in business doing their thing. I'm glad to be a part of it. What you got?
So, let me go back to the one that said big ups for putting on for the city. That was Antonio Scott. He's from Lansing also. He's
Okay.
another person that's a part of the family.
Antonio?
He's
What up,
from
Antonio?
Lansing. Yeah. And he does the sports casting.
What's up?
So
And he
he's out of
started
the
doing that
motorsports.
by coming here, watching me do this show, and he had questions for him about it.
And
That's
start
what
his
he's
own.
saying.
Yeah.
This is
Talk
what
with
we're
Big
here
Tone.
for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And now he's doing
That's
it.
cool.
Now we
That's
want
cool.
you gonna get on
That's
here
cool.
and
Yeah, I'm on here.
come on here. You know,
Yeah.
you
building.
is you part of the building
Yeah.
now.
Sham on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I like it when we all have our thoughts and opinions and speak freely without it being rehearsed or penciled in. Like I had all kinds of stuff written down. We didn't talk about everything other than all this stuff, but all of it factors in what we need to get the message out and who we're trying to connect with, which is the people, the people, the people. I'm gonna say this. My mentor, Mr. David Smith, he runs Passages. I love going to Passages. It's one Saturday a month. The next one is February 22nd.
What is that?
It's where you go and you stand up and tell a 5-minute true story. And I've been doing this for over a year now.
Testimonies?
Well, closer. Yeah, just 5 minutes of a true story about your life. And I can show you some video when we're done. I've done it, and it's wonderful.
What you feel about that, Anthony?
And it's different topics that they choose, right? So one of the things that he teaches to people is the Mari people, what they do in their community.
Who?
Mari, Maori. It's a tribe of people.
Come on, tribe. Girls and boys tribe.
It's a tribe. And the word is hatankata, hatankata, hatankata. And that means the people, it is the people, it is the people, it is the people. In order to do anything great or survive, it is the people. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to reach the people in a community about awareness about our culture, Black History Month, about how to lessen stress, because we do know our culture has a lot of stress, and it could be for some of the things you're talking about. It's not knowing how to do a business, not how to come together in wealth.
And that's why we're struggling. It's the family. It's the family. It's just that's just the bottom line. It's the family.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like if you look at other cultures and the foundation, their wealth, it's the money. Now I see why other cultures be like, oh, don't bring that person home. Because you kind of want to keep it. Do you know what I'm saying? You want to really keep that.
You know, a lot of them live together in their same homes.
Together.
I know a family of Indian people, and they're really cool. Your kids usually come over to my house and spend the night. It's a collective. But when you go to their house, the whole family is there.
Community. It's a collective.
And
resources.
They own the store.
Yep. Together.
Is that Hakata thing? What language is that?
Hatankata.
Okay.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
He hung up.
Oh, I thought they was going to talk.
What language? That's
Hitankata. It's HET.
Is that Indian or what language is that?
I think the Maori people is like a tribe of
Indian.
I don't know. I would have to look that up because I don't want to make a mistake and say that.
Okay.
But it is. I did screenshot it because I posted it on something else. But it is, and I like that message that he gave. And he's a wonderful speaker and a motivating, uplifting person. A lot of my skills, I should say, or the way that I speak about things and my passion is something I learned from him, listening to him speak about. You know, he loves the art of business and making sure family and all these things. He believes in that. And so bringing us together in Passages is another way of his way of bringing things to the community. And I'll tell you about that when we're off air.
I like that.
Call back caller. Call back caller.
Hello, callback caller. How can we help you? What's your...
No, he's telling them to call
back. They can call back.
You can call back now, caller.
Yeah, I need you.
There you go.
It sounds like an echo.
248-820-5053. Sorry about that. I was excited. Somebody called.
So look, I just wanted to... I had just wrote a note down there about stress. One thing I wanted to get off was that one of the things for stress is you have to have a plan. You have to have something prepared for stress. I mean, it gets stress. It gets more stressful.
Call from
if you're in the moment and then trying to figure out what to do to calm the stress.
Yep.
Got a caller, so.
Caller, are you there? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear the caller? What you got for us, caller?
Hey, caller.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to call up there and tell you guys you're doing a great job. I appreciate everything you guys are doing for your community, and I hope that I can do something like this for my community too.
Thank you.
That
Thank
would be
you.
that's nice. That is
Yep.
real nice. And it's Tone, right? Big Tone.
Just
What up? What
out
up?
the
Hey, Big
mud,
Tone.
my out the mud family.
That's right.
For sure.
Family. That is the key
For
word.
sure.
Yeah,
That's right. I love how we connecting and linking up and everything like that. And this is going to make things great for both of our communities. So once again, I just want to say I appreciate everything you guys are doing, and God is going to bless you.
Oh,
Thank you, Tone.
Thank you,
Tone,
bro.
thank you so
Thank you,
much. I
Tone.
really appreciate
Yep,
that.
thank you.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's
Yep.
from the heart right there.
Yeah, that'll make you
That
come
was
back
good
next
vibes.
week, man. Because
Yep.
Yeah.
just to know if you
Yep.
reach one, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, and then
Yep.
you know
That's it.
each one
You
teach
plant
one.
the seeds,
Yep.
Hey,
right?
Tone,
Yep.
when is
Yeah.
your show and when you coming on?
Hey, my show is this Friday. I'm going to be on this Friday. I wasn't feeling good last Friday, but I definitely going to be on this Friday. We got a lot to talk about. A lot
All
of
right.
stuff been happening. Yeah,
What time?
at 6:30.
Friday at
All right.
6:30.
Okay.
We'll be
Yeah.
sure to tune in.
Hey, yeah, and I want to say big up to Carisha Shields putting on for her city, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
dope.
That was an awesome fight last night. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
Yeah, more than a fight,
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
vibe.
The vibe was
I'm mad I
good.
It
missed
was
it.
dope. But you
Yeah.
was with
But-
us in spirits. You
Okay.
watched it.
That's
I'll
right.
At least
take
you
it. I
watched
Let's
it.
put it like that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
vibe.
you supported.
All right.
You watched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
That's cool.
support is
Thank
there.
y'all. I feel
You're
it.
very welcome.
Thank y'all.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we hear that Clarissa Shields put $100 million in her bank account. That's what I'm looking for.
Wow.
She should
Wow.
be treated the
looking-
same way any other
She's
professional
the
athlete
most
has.
decorated boxer in
Man, I saw a
history.
picture of her. Well, what she got? 13, 14, 15 belts?
More than everybody.
And you
So,
talking about
Yeah,
dreams
yeah.
don't come true?
so
You
that,
put
that
she
money
put
needs to
work
start
into
matching her
stuff.
work.
That's right.
That money, look, y'all folks that's around her, y'all need to do a better job getting her money right.
Her movie's doing well too.
It is. I've watched
so
it
close.
twice already. I really liked it.
100 million, no less.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'll
Pay
see
the
you guys
lady.
on Friday.
All right. We'll see you then. We'll be tuning in.
All right, love
Peace
y'all.
out,
All
Tone.
right,
All
thanks
right,
for
love
calling,
you,
man. Appreciate you.
No problem.
All right.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, we had a caller to call in. We didn't have people online. We didn't got some good messages out. We heard some great comments from Imoni. My goodness. You just don't know. That right there, those little inputs you put in, really just going to skyrocket a lot of things because we got listeners, we got people watching. Maybe it got a little sticker shot, don't want to call in or get online, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because they're listening, they're hearing the message, and we're feeding them information. And I'm looking for feedback so to feed us. And Anthony has some great metaphoric things to say, like leaving the city don't mean, being here don't mean you're all that bad, and leaving don't mean you're all that good, and vice versa. But in general, we're all here for a main reason, right? And that is to serve a purpose, to serve our good people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while we're doing that and moving forward, just letting everybody know that we're here. So thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you. And thank you, George F. Grundy II and James Mayfield, the greatest Mayfield.
Sure.
Thank you.
And Out of the Mud Inc. Thank you very much. And I thought you had somebody finna say something. Okay. Well, here we are. RBT. Red alert. Snaps in chat.